So we're going to start looking at Unit 5, so Human Development and Diversity. All right, so we'll look at both development opportunities and the ways in which development can be measured. So we'll go back and start looking at the Sustainable Development Goals, then we'll look at the Human Development Index, then the Gender Inequality Index. But this video will just be about and recapping, because many of you will have done this in Unit 3, and some of you who have studied food and health will have done this as well. This is just really capping the UN Millennium and Sustainable Development Goals. All right. So just go back historically, the UN Millennium Development Goals, they ended in 2015. There were 8 of those, and they have been replaced by the UN Sustainable Development Goals. All right. So there are 17 of those. Okay. So just going back and having a look at 8 of those, now we've got our 17 goals. So these are in play until 2030. All right, they came into effect on the 1st of January 2016. There are a variety of different geographical areas here. We can have a look at social factors. We can have a look at economic, all right? But at the end of the day, they are all interrelated and interconnected here. So if I make progress and I become a more sustainable city and a more sustainable community, then hopefully that will have a positive impact here on Goal 13 on climate action. If I make progress on climate action, then I definitely should make progress on 14 and 15, life below water and life on land, all right? So we've already talked a lot about these previously. Okay, so just to recap some of these, and we have evaluated them. As I mentioned before, they have replaced the Millennium Development Goals, all right? They're used to measure human development and progress in human development. They're not legally binding, all right? Countries sign up to these, and we use them really to set goals. Now, unfortunately, due to the COVID-19 pandemic and the situation that we have right now, a lot of the good progress we've made from really Goal 1 to Goal 5 has been undone, right? So unfortunately, we're seeing probably more poverty. We've talked previously about more child marriages. If there's more poverty, it's going to be difficult to get girls into school and keep them in school. So we're probably going to lose a little bit of ground on 5 as well here. Okay, so they came into effect on the 1st of January 2016. Keep this end date in mind. It's the same as the Paris Agreement in 2030. So they're sort of parallel there, all right? Okay, it's really important here when we're looking at human development. Okay, those of you who are really into conservation, all right, we don't have any planet B. This is it. This is your future, all right? It's really time to take action. Okay, so if I do have a look at these goals, all right, we've got 17 goals. But like the Millennium Development Goals, there's a series of targets. So we've got a lot of sub-goals as well. So in total, 169 sub-goals. It's quite a lot. It's really difficult to keep track of all of these, look at progress, etc. So 193 countries have adopted these goals, but as I said, they're not legally binding. We do expect that there is progress made, but it's not legally binding, all right? Okay, so at the end of the day, what are the aims? To achieve a more sustainable future for everyone. Okay, so if I go through and I have a look at what these goals address again, we're looking at poverty, inequality, climate change, environmental degradation, peace and justice, all right? All of them are interconnected here. Okay, so we want a more sustainable future for everyone here, all right? So again, a shared agenda for peace, prosperity, respect for everyone, gender equality and climate change, okay? So we want to make sure one of the biggest aims is that no one is left behind here. Again, you can see a huge crossover between the goals, all right? So you can pause that here. Okay, some countries say that there are too many goals and some doubt how they will be funded here. What you should be able to do for a 12-mark question is outline the main aims of the Sustainable Development Goals.